Good morning. I'll cough with my water there. Good morning, beautiful souls. So good to be here live this morning, launching my brand new in-person event, which is going to be October the 4th, called Crystalline Clarity. So we're just going to hang here for a moment before we launch into this. I've been so excited about sharing this new event with you. And it came about really quite prophetically. This painting that you can see here came through. You may have seen the last event that I ran online, which was called Creator Unleashed. And as incredible event, huge amount of people in the group, in the program. And as I was coming to the conclusion of that, the summation of that bit of creativity, this creativity came through, and I was feeling that there was definitely something around this for what was coming next. And one day it just downloaded in me, Crystalline Clarity. That is what we are bringing to you right now. And this is what we're talking about, this divine emergence of things becoming clear to you and getting out of the head of doubt and procrastination that is holding you back. So that is what we're talking about. Good morning, Fiona. Good morning, Michelle. So good to see you here. I'm got a croak in my throat because no sound on your end. Oh, let me know, Fiona, if you haven't got sound. Think it might just be you, my love. Hopefully we're all good here. Let me just check everything. It's looking all good at my end. But Fiona, if you can let me know if you can hear me. Emma sounds good. Awesome. Thanks, lovelies. Michelle, just check your settings, my love. And I'll get my voice sorted out this morning. So good. Look, from working with women and working with myself over, 30 years of personal spiritual development, one of the biggest things I still hear, particularly women, because I work predominantly with women, say, is that they get caught up in not knowing what they want. It's the procrastination, the self-doubt, the indecision, the rightness around things. And it just pulls you fully back and stops you moving forward. Crystalline Clarity is to help with that, the number one reason why you aren't moving forward. So, whether you have a sacred mission and you just undecided and get caught up in procrastination about those next steps, those how-to steps, this is something definitely for you. Maybe you are also someone who just doesn't even know quite what they're here for. You know it's something, but you don't really know what it is, and it's not what you're currently doing in your business or in your job or in your role, but you just can't get clear. This is for you. And if you get clear, but then you get derailed by other people, your own energy, obstacles, or stuff just seems to get in the way, then this is definitely for you, right? This work, it's going to be 10 in the morning till 2:30 in the afternoon in Brisbane. It is so worth taking a day off for. Ask anyone that has come to one of my kind of half-day events. It can be life-changing right there in the room. I'm going to be sharing wow tools and techniques that you are going to feel different, be felt different by others, get clearer, get downloads right there in the room with tangible tools that you can take away. I only deal in practical spirituality. So this is embodied tools and techniques that are going to make a difference in your life in the moment and moving forward, that you can use for everything that you are wanting to create, everything that you are wanting to do. That's awesome. Thanks, ladies, for letting us know that all sounds good at your end. Because you are the light of clarity that you seek. You are the light of clarity that you seek. But what is happening is that light of clarity, imagine a lighthouse, yeah? And this light that you are and always have been, you are an enlightened being here in this body on earth. But what has happened is that the accumulation of your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, all the beliefs, all of the things that have happened to you over the years, all the fears, all the shoulds, all the how-tos, all the strategy, that become like all of this cloud, all of this layer that is fogging up the light of clarity of your soul self, who knows who it is, knows why you're here, and knows how to go about it, and knows that it will emerge step by step. Whereas your mind is telling you, I need to have structure. I need to know the end goal, and I need to know every step between it. I need to know that it's going to be right. I need to know that it's going to be perfect. And I need to know that there's not going to get any obstacles in the way before I go and do this thing, or before I commit to this thing. And that's not how ease and grace flows. That is not how the creatrix flows in you. So whilst you're trying to get clear, everything else is moving on ahead of you. We are not trying to get clear on the whole picture and every step between here and there and be guaranteed success and perfection. When you have mental thoughts about that, have you found that it doesn't quite turn out how your mind wanted it to? Let me know here in the chat. Who has done stuff? If you're watching the replay, but hashtag replay, who has done things and had this grand plan in your mind how it wanted to go, and it didn't work out like that? Maybe it worked out better, but it didn't necessarily work out how your mind wanted it to. That's because we're in continual emergence. Things are shifting and changing and responding to the environment. We're in a quantum field of movement, and we are growing towards expansion. So when you align just to your mind, you are limiting yourself to the moment that your mind has that thought, and you're not allowing it to grow as life continues to expand, because life is not static. So you will continue to get obstacles around that if you are not allowing yourself to see beyond the mind. And the mind can only reference what it knows. It can only reference knowledge, what it understands, what it's experienced, or what it knows to be true in this moment. It can't open to future possibilities. That's not how the mind works. The mind is referencing information. So your crystalline clarity doesn't come from that. It comes from opening to greater possibilities. It comes from soul alignment. It comes from opening up to be able to receive quantum solutions that are outside of the limitations and the referencing of your mind and what you already know. Because if you already knew and you were clear about that, you'd be doing it. But there's a certain amount of courage, right, that is required to align to your soul self and to follow through on what downloads for you, as opposed to what may have been tried and tested by somebody else. But that's not going to be true for you. So whilst, again, you're getting caught up in perfectionism and trying to get the right strategy and align yourself with this rightness, you are stopping yourself from moving forward, because there is no such thing as rightness. What is needed is for you to show up in the most unique and beautiful way that you were put here on this planet to create, to do, to move, to assist, to heal. And that doesn't come from the mind. It comes from opening yourself to unlimited potential. And that is, yeah, Fiona said me both ways. And that is what Crystalline Clarity is all about. We're going to help you align to that soul self and show you embodied ways to listen, to feel, to hear that voice, to get out of the head, to protect yourself from those external energies, not just your mind, but other people's opinions, ideas, and energies that are affecting your clarity, because fear is infectious, doubt is infectious, and you need to get to be a really strong presence within yourself, aligned to your higher self. That is the kind of clarity we need, the connection to your higher self. And be able to stay clear and on track with that as steps emerge one at a time for you to follow, and have the courage and capacity to be able to do that. This is what this day is all about. And as many of you who have been following me will know, this year has been huge for me in Surrender to Soul. I have taken myself off to Uluru. I've taken myself off on water fasts, and I've been, I've built a business around surrender to soul up to this point, but we're in a next level expansion, as is the earth. And this year demanded of me to take that next level in surrender, take that next level in carving out, right, and burning up the resistances between me and my channel, right? My divine channel, my clarity, my listening, my courage in following through. And so I have gone whole next level with that as well. For those that don't know me, Rebecca Thompson, I've built a Be a Beacon community of women through our Be a Beacon program to help women to be a beacon, right? To be their own lighthouse. It's a sacred path of empowerment and fulfillment and leadership. And we are going next level within our community. And this program, this day, half-day event here in Brisbane on October the 4th is my invitation to you to get a taste of this and to get some powerful embodied tools which are at the foundation of our whole program and our community. Because right now, I am getting a very clear message to share these tools with more and more people, because we have to get out of the mind and into this soul self connection to find and resource these quantum solutions that are going to help our planet and our humanness ascend and move through all of this flux of change and crisis that we're in right now in so many levels. And you cannot do that through the mind and through fear and the limitations and the beliefs that you already have. You have to be able to open to a whole new level. And that is what this is about. So if you are feeling called, if you know that you have a mission and you know you need to get clear, you know you need to get out of your head, you know you need some help with like staying strong, staying focused, so that you can tap into the grace and ease that is there for you. How would it feel to let go of needing to know the answers and just to be able to surrender to soul and follow the clarity that will download for you step by step, and have the courage and capacity to be able to follow that? That is what is being called for right now. And if you are in my sphere and you've been attracted to this, then you are being called to that. And this is going to help you get there. When people get in the room with me, stuff happens. The energy that is being transmitted through my voice, through the level of surrender that I have been through this year, is next level. Being in the room with me, with a community, a circle of women in this space on this day, is going to take you to that next level. It's going to open you up to a whole new level of receptivity to your soul self than you have had before. So I think we've put the link in the comments here. I think my beautiful Tina has popped a link in the comments here for you to join us on October the 4th. It's going to go from 10 to 2:30. Now, if you are someone who has a job or a job that you can't kind of shift around, take the day off. You need a mental health day. You need this. You deserve this. And you will not regret it. Anyone that has been in the room with me for even just one of my small half-day events knows that it can be, like I say, life-changing in that moment. Take the day off, make the space. We are doing a 72-hour special launch price of only $44. That's going to go up to $77 on the 24th, and thereafter it will then jump up incrementally to $111 before the event. So get in now while it's only $44. It is worth so much more than that, and you are going to go away with tangible embodied tools. Put yourself in the container that is going to align you to that next level self, so that you can get clear and get out of the doubt, the beliefs, the procrastination, the fear that is stopping you from getting clear and staying clear and seeing those clear steps one by one of how you are being asked to show up right now, so that collectively we can create heaven on earth. You have to be heaven on earth. You need to be and embody the light that you are seeking. So join me for Crystalline Clarity. I'm super excited to see you there. This is going to be a heck of a lot of fun. And let me just check in here if there's anything else I wanted to share with you around this. I think we're all good. So I'll just hover for a moment if anyone has any questions. And, you know, just to reiterate that the mind and the world tells us that there is a strategy, there is a right way of doing things. And you have to get that right in order to be successful, whatever success is, right? If you, let's say, to show up in your highest way and create the impact that you want, to have peace, to have joy. But that's not the way it is. That is the restricted way. You can get there, but it can take a lot more work, and you can have a lot more stress and a lot more mental, like, kind of effort around that, and struggle with your energy levels. Let us know if you've experienced that. Or you can really allow yourself to surrender to soul and tap into this divine emergence, which is so super clear. You know that you know that you know it. It's your mind that manipulates and tells you you should do things a certain way. Your soul self is super clear. It knows. And it's quietly sitting there waiting for you to come on board. So if you want to find a way that is more easeful, more graceful, more magnetic, more effective than dealing with your mind, then Crystalline Clarity is for you. And I'm so excited to see you there. October the 4th. Link in the comments below. We'll pop the link in the top here as well after we've popped this on when the live is complete. And yeah, jump in for the special launch price. If there is anybody that you know that needs this work and is on that personal development, expansive growth edge path, then tag them here in the comments below so that they can find this and join us as well, because I don't know when we're going to be doing this again. This could be a one-off. Right now I'm just being shown that this is now, right here, right now, October the 4th. I don't know if this is going to happen again yet. Again, divine emergence, clear in the moment and surrender to that next step, and do each one with clarity, showing up fully. Right? So if you think you're curious, or you think you have friends who might be interested, tag them below. Get yourself to this October the 4th. We have 2 weeks and we're going to see you there at beautiful Soul Space. Where else to do this work but in Soul Space in Newmarket, North Brisbane. Beautiful venue. I'll see you there. So much love to you with love and clarity. Take care. See you, Francine. Beautiful souls.